Well, good morning. Another drive into work. I should start this off with what I usually start off with. Hey, party people. It's Cliff. It's not like Kona de Chichi, which is another YouTube channel I've been doing. But these videos are going to be no AI, no audio compression, just normal and boring. Maybe that's what I should start off. Hey, party people, it's Cliff. Just another random guy on the internet, random guy on YouTube, driving into work, talking about stuff, thinking about things. Probably gonna blow my nose. Cybertruck in front of me. That's looking a little bit dirty. Oh well. He's driving all over the place. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what these guys are doing. As everybody's in the intersection. That's LA traffic for you. Oh man. I've driven the same route to work. Maybe a different route to work every day. And it's fine. I'm grateful. Weirdly enough. You know, I was thinking this morning, I watched a video long ago, and every time I get down, the world of the news of the world sucks, things are happening, work is work. I always remember watching a couple of videos that just hit me, and I can't complain at all, because those videos, one of them is basically like the shipyards where the people are breaking down all of the giant, oil tankers and cruise ships and everything. It's like on that, you've seen it before, where it's the beach, and like the ship companies, they beach their ships, and the guys, they go in, they weld it, they weld down the, not weld down, but they cut up all the steel, and then, take it to wherever it is, recycling, whatever. But you just watch one of those videos and you realize that if you're watching this video at home and you have, some sort of job, or you have like running water, clean water, clean air to breathe, and, maybe you got some stuff in the kitchen, some food, some healthy things, and maybe you got shoes. Because some of those guys who are breaking down those ships don't even have shoes. You want to be like humbled, right? And this is for an American audience, and hell, I'm in LA and, driving to work, can't complain. But you search for some YouTube videos on manufacturing in India, and you realize that, man, those guys, they do the work, and it's industrial, it's manufacturing. Sometimes they're making soaps, sometimes they're taking metal and like redoing engines. A lot of it is steel work, like rebar, and that's the the bigger great economy. I think that was a Porsche, whatever that drove by. I always like enjoying looking at the cars every now and again, and that's what you'll see out here. It's like everything is the Teslas, or the California Camry, as they call it. But yeah, that's it. That was just a thought. It's like, you want to be humbled. Every now and again there will be folks online that have problems, and legit problems, and issues and complaints and all of that. But man, nothing compared to the rest of the world, especially if you live here in the States. Nothing compared to that. But yeah, it's bright out today. I'm gonna put on my glasses. That's how it usually goes. There we go, finally. How can look cooler for the camera? It's funny. It's funny the amount of work that goes into making a TV show, making a movie, all departments, and like the normalization of videos nowadays. They gotta hit you with all the emotions. They gotta hit you, and you gotta keep, it's like if this video is not doing it for you, then you go to the next one, and then you go to the next one. It's all algorithmic, and it's all there to pique your emotional interest and keep you watching. You know that. At least I hope you do. And heck, game theory, I'm doing the same thing, except nobody's watching this, which is hilarious. Oh man. There was at one point, I play, if you're watching this and you know who or recognize the voice, you probably know that I play Final Fantasy and I do that game called The Tower. And I really do enjoy, like, playing games. I think everybody does. I think you need to play games, and it doesn't even have to be video games. It can be, sports ball, physical games. I played hockey back in the day. Good times. But I don't even know what the hell my train of thought was thinking about. I'm just at a red light, chilling. Oh, it's green. Time to go. I guess that's the difference between like these videos and videos that I do like with video games, because you realize that video games, in order for them to be good, they gotta also keep your attention and hold your attention. And it's the same thing with editing. Like whenever I'm doing a cut, you gotta not only hold the attention, but also like give you the information and like your different characters, and I can't even explain it, but that's the thing. I don't explain it. I just explain it in editing and in the cuts. And you know it too. Like if you watched a video, if you watched a film or a movie, you know how all that editing stuff works. Subconsciously, not consciously. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that train of thought. But oh yeah, game theory, right? So, pretty much it used to be to get all the data back in the 2000s. And before the 2000s, it was sort of like, I think it was the same thing. It's like, just how many eyeballs do you have on you? And the more eyeballs you have, the more influence you have. The more influence you have, the more, the more money flows your way. And the more money that flows your way, the more things that you can do. And Hollywood's been that industry that knows exactly how to pry those emotions out of you. I mean, think about it this way, right? You have people who are like me, who spend 8 hours a day, watching, cutting, making content, as they say. But it's not really content. It's sizzle reels and presentation reels to make TV shows. So there's a whole process for that, which is interesting. But I guess the bigger thought, right, is that for everything that's around you, everything in your desk, like, you watching the video, like there's hundreds and hundreds of people who are experts on the particular thing that is right in front of you. Like, I don't know how to make this phone, I don't know, like, I know how to change the oil in the car, or change the air filter, but I don't know, like, the material science, and I don't know I don't know how these pixels, I know how the pixels on the screen work. I don't know how to manufacture them. And you gotta, like, kind of take a step back and realize that, like, I think universally everybody thinks like they gotta, I gotta have more. I gotta have more. And why aren't these things working? And I'm like, well, because things need to things need to take time. You need to take time to learn. There's, you know, there's a legacy stuff where, a person will spend a lifetime learning about, you know, how to make, a better LED for a pixel on a screen. Somebody will spend a lifetime on, this steering wheel, like, oh, is it more comfortable? Is it good? Is it, you know, and I guess in my particular case, I've spent a lifetime on editing films, editing TV, editing, Hollywood stuff together. And that's only been half a lifetime for me. And, I just gotta, step it up into the next lifetime, whatever the hell that looks like. Somebody almost pulling out in front. There he is. That's all right. There's this bus stop with a movie poster thing, and every time I know when the next movie is coming out, that bus stop will always have a different thing. This fella's limping in front of us. I hope he's all right. Oh, we got some traffic, but we're gonna go. This street right here is basically a 6-wide street for all the car companies. Oh man. That's another thing with me. It's like, I just want one car. It makes me happy, which is this car. And yeah, that's it. I suppose if you lived in Hollywood, and what was the one actor said? It's like, was it Jim Carrey or who's the other guy? I can't even think of his name. Lincoln lawyer. Matthew McConaughey. One of those actors said, like, wish everybody could be famous, so that way you'd realize it's no big deal, or it's not no big deal, but you realize it's not what it's all cracked up to be. And that's the same with this video too. I'm doing it again. I'm saying this video, like, I'm doing exactly the thing that, like, if I'm editing, I would be like, okay, cut this out, cut out this is not important stuff. But I suppose what that's saying is, like, you realize that the visual or the reach of Hollywood or entertainment in general is so vast that and that's what it is. It's not playing on your emotions, but it's making you feel good. And when you feel good about something, like, you want to work in that industry. It's the same. That's what happened to me. But then when you get into the nitty gritty of it, and you realize that, hey, I gotta brave, LA traffic to get to work, which is no big deal. We're gonna, like, there's a few things that need to get done today, and there's a few unexpected things that need to get done today. I've been working on a couple of reels that, the length of them are going to be like 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. But I've been spending 4 or 5 weeks on it, 8 hours a day working on those reels. Maybe not 8 hours a day. But it's that process of, like, now my bosses, like, we collaborate, bosses on top of bosses, and, network, are they happy, because you're talking about a sizzle reel or a 2-minute, sizzle reel that's going to go to a network executive and that network executive is going to be like, okay, like, this is great. We're going to make a TV show out of this. Here's $5 million to make 8 episodes of a reality TV show. And then if you wanted to go into the scripted side of things, it's like, well, that's $5 million per episode. and then at the very top of it, like Stranger Things that just came out, that's, what, 500 something million. So that's like, I mean, if you think you could make, it's just how many eyeballs are on it, you know, which goes back to the original thing I was saying before. It's like, in today's economy, that's how many eyeballs you got on your thing. And game theory then, you know, allows you to be like, well, if this guy would just go so I could get into the right lane. But game theory is basically like, well, the more eyeballs on you, the more you know, influence you have. And I don't know where I'm gonna you know, do this, but I am coming up onto work, so I'm just gonna hit the button. And I hope you guys have a really good day. Stay safe out there.